in core Java, we will cover these concepts like introduction, how Java software we can install, we can where we can get the software, everything I will explain and I will show you how to install and everything. The features of Java we can discuss, and what is the use of class, object, and in the features we can cover like kind of security as well as the basic fundamentals of things like Java is a platform independent. Those things we can learn here. And after that, how we can write a program like using a class, how can we create an object, the basic stuff like class, methods, variables, everything we can see here. What do you mean of object-oriented programming language? So we have different programming languages in the market like C, C++. So C and C++ earlier, everyone might have aware of C, C++. Those two are like procedure-oriented programming language. But Java is a object-oriented programming language. Any idea what is the difference? So we will develop the applications, right, for real world business. So whatever the business is already running in this real world, if you take like a bank or travel agency, if you want to book a ticket for flight or bus or whatever it may be, even if you want to book a cab. So if you want to make a transaction, bank online transaction, everything. So the bank is already physically exist, travel agency is already exist, everything, whatever you are doing the activities. So online activities, all they have a real world business. So in olden days, if you want to transfer money from one account to another account, you must go to bank and you have to stand in the queue. So you have to submit your request so that a person who is sitting there in the bank, so they will do the transfer behalf of the customer. But now the bank is like they providing online facilities nowadays. So we no need to walk to the bank. So we no need to submit our request to the person. Now we are logging into our account directly. We are making online transactions. So that is the like it's very easy. So they can grow up with their business and they can attract a lot of customers. Even customers also they can complete the activities very easily. So that is the advantage of making online applications. Even if you want to book a ticket, so you no need to go and make a or book a ticket. You no need to go anywhere. So directly we can log in into the system. So we can make online transactions. To do these online operations, online application is required. Even nowadays in Amazon, Flipkart or wherever it is, you are purchasing the products in online, right? So for doing online operations, we need a online application. Online application. So for that, one programming language is required. So we can use C, C++ and we can make online application. Even we can use Java and we can make online application. Any programming language. Programming language is required to develop the online applications. For making the online application, we required any programming languages. But we have different types of programming languages like C, C++, Java, .NET. Maybe in the market, we have plenty of languages like Python, so Ruby and Rails. So many languages are there, computer languages to develop the online applications. But why we are learning only Java? So why don't we learn C, C++ and .NET and other things? So Java is robust, and here Java is very popular language. The reason is it is object oriented and it is having a lot of benefits apart from not only object oriented. So Java is having plenty of benefits. Let me note it down few. Java is open source. Open source means what? So open source means the software is free of cost. Free of cost. You no need to pay any money for you using that software. So that is first advantage. And not only this one, we will get open source. The source code we will get with the free of cost. We will get source code is open, right? Customers. So customers means whoever want to develop the applications, those we are calling as a customers. But anyway, so source code is open for anyone to get the source code, and we can modify according to our requirement. So that is called open source. So open source means when we want to use Java, so you no need to pay even 1 rupee. You can directly get the software free of cost. Even C++ also will get free of cost, but it is procedure-oriented programming language. Procedure means for developing this online application, you have to write coding, right? So while writing the coding, you have to follow some step-by-step procedure. POP means procedure-oriented programming language. Procedure-oriented programming language. While developing the application, you need to follow step-by-step procedures. Certain procedures will be there. You have to learn it. But in Java, Java is not procedure-oriented. It is a object-oriented. Everything is an object. Don't get confused. You can learn. You can understand everything. So even I will explain again and again. No need to worry about it. Even this theoretical part, if you don't understand, nothing to worry. So we can focus on programming. Later, you can easily familiar with this theoretical part. Nothing to worry about it. Procedure-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming means, so in the real world, where whatever the application you are developing for, like maybe bank or travel agency or whatever it may be, maybe online application like so Amazon or Flipkart, whatever it may be. So here everything is an object. The product is an object. Bank account is an object. Customer is an object. Currency is an object. In this real world, everything is an object. So that's the reason why we are developing the online application to process these online objects, like real world objects. To process it, we are developing the online application. So here, while developing this online application using object-oriented programming language, you no need to worry about procedure, step-by-step procedure. You just to follow the real world, how it is. Follow the real world, how it is. Based on that, easily we can understand. I will give you a small example for understanding better this object-oriented programming language. We want to develop an application. So for travel agency, just for example, so we have a business in the real world. We are running the buses from different locations. Let me show you here. So just for example, our buses will be from Hyderabad to Chennai will be, we are running Hyderabad to, so Bangalore, whatever it is, wherever it is, Hyderabad to Bangalore, we are running few buses. Just for example, in our business, we have 20 buses are there. 20 buses are there in our business. So what we will do, so physically we have 20 buses. So 10 buses, we are starting from Hyderabad to Bangalore. So daily basis. So these 10 buses from Bangalore to Hyderabad, it is starting from Bangalore. Yeah. So it is running like this, daily basis. So we are developing the online application. Just for example, this is a Let's consider this is a bus. This is a bus. Each bus is having a list of seats, right? This is a list. So each list is having list of seats. Each bus is having list of seats. So these all are like seat objects. In the real world, even if you observe the bus is an object, bus contains a lot of seats. So each seat will be reserved by a customer. So this is the customer object, and here it is another customer. I'm saying each customer also an object. So here bus is having a relationship with this list of seat objects. This seat is having relationship with the customer. Each seat is having a relationship with customer, or customer is having a relationship with the seat. So like this. In the real world, if you observe this seat is reserved by this customer or passenger. This seat reserved by this customer or this passenger. And where these seats are available under this bus, maybe this bus will be having some unique ID, some characteristics will be there. So bus is having some characteristics like source, destination, and what type of bus it is, maybe sleeper, semi-sleeper. So it is having all these details, and bus ID, maybe unique ID it is having, maybe bus number, or we will have some codes, right? So Hyderabad 1100, something like that. We will maintain the IDs. So in the real world, so it is happening like this. Even in Java, we will follow the same. Using Java, we are preparing. So all these things like bus and these number of seat objects, these number of customer objects, all those things. So for that, before creating object, first we need to create a class. We have a bus class here. So under this class, don't worry about this. Again, I will explain you clearly. So what is the class, what is the object, everything. Just to remember or just to follow these things high level. We have string source. We have string destination, where it is starting and where it will reach. These are the source and destination. And string, the type of the bus, maybe sleeper or semi-sleeper or AC, non-AC, whatever it may be. It could be different types. Present, I am not giving any information here. Later point of time, we can assign the values. And maybe bus ID could be a number. So for that, I am taking this one. And apart from this, we have the list of seats. Seat list is there. So we can define one bus is having 10 seats, another bus is having 20 seats. It depends on the sleeper or semi-sleeper. It depends on the bus to bus. Some difference is there. And like bus, we can create another class called seat. So here we used that seat, right? So seat is a class. So here we are using list of seats. Seat is also having seat may be mapping to the customer. Seat number, right? Seat number and type of seat. So we can say string type window seat or non-window seat, something like that. Now, number could be some sequence numbers. And here, customer. Like this, we can define a class. Eventually, what we are going to achieve. So, however, in the real world, we have a bus, we have seats, and we have customers. So, similarly, we are making the application. We are following the real world. We are not following any step-by-step procedure. That's what I want to say here. Class customer. Customer is having some string name and string some identity, or we can say it is ID, right? And gender. So like this. If you observe here, the bus is having list of seats. That means the seat class objects, list of seat objects it is having. So like this. And here also the seat class is having relationship with customer class. So one seat is reserved by one customer, like that. So this is called object-oriented approach. If you take C++, it is not going to be like this. It will be a step-by-step procedure or process you need to follow for developing the application. For reading the customer name, for reading the some identity, you need to write some step-by-step procedure. But here, you no need to follow any step-by-step procedure. You just to follow the real world, how it exists in the real world, the objects, the structure we can understand, we can make an online application here. So that is the advantage of object-oriented approach. So that's why Java is getting very popular, because it is object-oriented programming language and it is open source. It is platform independent as well. So Java is a open source and Java is object-oriented, right? Object-oriented programming language. So object-oriented programming language means you no need to follow step-by-step procedure. You just following the nature while developing the online application. And Java is a open source. That means the software is free of cost and you will get the source code as well. You can customize according to your requirement. So it's free of cost. So that is the advantage. That's why everybody is using Java. If you take .NET also, some initial things will be, or some basic stuff will be, so free of cost. But if you want to use advanced things, so it is not free of cost, you have to pay the money. So that's why, so most of the people will use Java only. So millions and millions of applications are implemented on Java language and those are running on the Java platform. So even if you observe, everybody is using Java, so for their personal use also. Because if you observe your smartphones, so those are running on Android platform. Android is part of Java only. Even in olden days, if you observe, so the Samsung or Nokia, the keypad mobiles, small mobiles, when you switch off and switch on, it will say copyrights to Java. So that means in 500,000 rupees mobile also internally it is having, so Java software. Not, there is no .NET, there is no other language, there is no C, there is no C++. It is all these devices, small devices are having, so Java platform only. Java software is called as JDK. In the market, we are calling a Java software called JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. So internally, it is split into two parts. First part is J2SE. J2SE means Java Standard Edition. Java to Standard Edition or Java Standard Edition. Java Standard Edition. And second part is JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. The Java software which is coming in the form of JDK. So that is called Java Development Kit. This Java Development Kit is having are splitting into two parts. So one is J2SE and another one is JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. Java Runtime Environment. So here, so this is for the first part is used for compilation. Compilation means converting into another format. So whatever the code we are writing, right? So here we have written the classes and all. Directly it cannot execute. So the Java files will be converting into another format. So this is for execution purpose. So J2SE will be used for compilation purpose and JRE will be used for execution purpose. So whenever you write as of now we discussed about procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming languages and why we have to develop the online applications. So whatever the business we have in the real world means present, we are staying in on the world, right? So there we are doing a lot of activities. So maybe we are transferring the money from one account to another account for our purpose. We are booking a ticket. We are purchasing the products in online. These all our purposes, right? So these purposes are meant in the form of business in the real world. So for these businesses, we are making these operations through online. So for that, online applications are required. Okay, so to develop the online applications, we have plenty of languages in the market, but we chose a Java to develop the online application because it is having a lot of features compared to other languages. C, C++, if you take, those are procedure-oriented programming language. It is not object-oriented programming languages. But Java is a object-oriented programming language. And Java is open source. It's software is free of cost, and we will get the software as well as API. We can customize according to our requirements. So JDK, now we are using Java 8 version. So we have this JDK, different versions are available in the market. Very initial stage in 1990s, they introduced 1.x or 1.0. So later on, they introduced different versions like 1.0, then maybe 1.1 we can say, 1.2, 1.3, like this and so on. So later on, 1.8 also introduced. JDK versions I am saying about here. JDK versions like Java versions 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 and so on, 1.8. Now it is actually up to 1.5. It is mentioning like 1.5 like that. After 1.5, even 5 also, we can say 5.0. And here onwards 6.0. 7.0 like this. Even you can call it as, so 1.6 or 6.0, both are same only. 1.5 or 5.0 is same. Similarly, 6.0 or 1.6 is same. 7.0 like this. 8.0 or 1.8, both are same only. We can also call it as 1.8 or 8.0. Likewise, so many versions came. Now almost 19 versions came into the picture. They released 8, 17, 18, 19 also they released. We can see here the current JDK version. Current Java version 20. Java 20 also they released in this March. Okay. But the stable version or standard version, so people are using, so Java 1.8. Most of the people for developing the applications, they are using still Java 1.8 or 8.0 only. Even some people are upgrading, like they are using Java 11. Some people are using Java 15, Java 16, something like that. Maybe slowly we will also move forward and use the latest versions. As of now, we have to learn at least Java 1.8 version. Got it right? So many versions are coming. Now Java 20 also they released in the 2020 March, 2023 March. Okay, so we no need to worry about these all these versions. We have to learn. So these versions are enough. We can develop the applications with the Java 1.8 because so almost 90% of the Java projects still they are using 1.8 only. So few people are migrating to higher versions. That's not a problem. Slowly, once you learn all these things, you can slowly learn the higher versions also. So to download and install Java software, so JDK 8 download or 1.8 download. Okay, so you can see Oracle site is there. From there you can download this Java software. See, if you observe here, the Java softwares are available for different operating systems. See, this exe for Windows 64-bit operating system. This exe is available for Windows x86. So here these exes or tar files are available for Solaris, different operating system. I mean, exe is platform dependent. So what I mean to say here is JDK they have given in Oracle site. So Java is which product? Oracle product. So Oracle product. Java is a Oracle product. So there, how many types of Java versions they have given? So Windows. For Windows, they have given one JDK.exe. JDK 1.8 or 8, we can say. Or we can mention simply JDK 8 exe. For Windows, as usual, they have given Linux, they have given JDK 8.exe. For Mac also, Oracle organization, for Mac also they have given one JDK 8.exe. That means they have provided the Java software to support all the operating systems. So Oracle has provided Java software for all operating systems. If you have a laptop or desktop and you have Windows operating system in your system or in your laptop, so you have to download this JDK.exe. If you have Linux operating system in your PC, so you have to download JDK 8.exe, like Linux supported JDK exe you have to download. That's what it is presenting here. Yeah, here Oracle organization, they have given different Java exes to support different operating systems. In your PC, if you have Windows, you have to download any one of these two. If you want to install, you just click on this, and if you click on double click on that file so that it will open and it will get installed. So after installing, if you open the command prompt and if you see Java C -version, So if it is showing like this, that means Java installed properly. So Java C means it's a Java compiler. So Java hyphen version means it is a Java runtime environment. I already explained you Java software is coming in the form of JDK and it is having two parts. One is for compilation and another one for execution. The first part is J2SE and JRE. So Java C if you use, that means it is Java compiler. Java C means Java compiler. So here if you are using Java command, that means it is a Java runtime environment. Here it is showing runtime environment. To make sure whether this Java software is available in our system or not, to know that we are using these two commands, Java C and Java commands. Which commands we are using? Java C and Java commands. CMD command prompt we can take, and there Java C hyphen version, Java hyphen version. These are all mandatory fields. You just provide some temporary details or dummy details, whatever it may be. Phone number also you can provide any dummy phone number, or you can give. Okay, I'm just saving. Check your email. It is asking. They're verifying email. So once you click on that, so that means it will be verified whether it is a correct email we have given or not. It will check. Okay. Okay, it is getting downloaded. When I have given a correct user ID and password, the software is getting downloaded. Before entering these details, I already clicked on that software which we want to download for Windows, right? Go to this file and just double click on this file. So Java is already available in my machine. So if you click on yes, so one pop-up will come there. Next finish means Java will be installed. You no need to do anything else. Okay, right? So where it will be installed after next clicking on next, it will be installing in this default folder inside C directory. So under program files, so Java folder got created, under Java JDK got created. So there both compiler and runtime environment related files will be available. So this is the JRE folder. However, inside JDK, however the bin is there, inside JRE also bin is there. So this is runtime related files is available under JRE. Compiler related files, maybe sometimes it will create J2SE folder or directly it will be available. Depends on the, so what you downloaded and installed. Before going into this platform independent, first let me write a small program because Java is already installed in my machine. We will write a small program or sample hello world program and let's see how it will happen. So let me create a folder here. So here full stack folder is there under core. So I'm going to create a file here. Opening a notepad. Don't worry about it. Directly I'm writing a small program. Nothing to worry. Later I will explain everything. What is class, what file, what is the file name we have to take. Everything I will explain you clearly. So class, sample or anything, any name you can take. And here public static, the void main method. So this is the lifecycle method. I will explain you again very clearly. Print or println of welcome to Java or welcome to hello world, whatever it is. So I'm going to save this file in this folder. So the file name I am taking desktop. So here full stack, right? Full stack, under full stack, under core, I'm going to store this one as f.java I'm taking. The file name could be anything. So internally the class we have taken sample and the file name I have taken f.java. If you observe here, the file name is f.java is the file name, .java file. That's why it is showing a Java here. It is a Java file. And inside that file, what content we have written? Class sample, and we have written main method. We have written one print statement. So what we are printing? Welcome to Java we are printing. So now I will open a command prompt with this location. To open the command prompt with this location, directly I can provide command cmd here, enter. Directly with this location, it will open the command prompt. So I want to compile here. Just observe this folder, what it contains as of now. It contains only F file, f.java is available. So here I am compiling Java C hyphen Java C. The file name is what? f.java. f.java I am giving. So that means what I am trying to do here, I am trying to compile the f.java file. So what this f file f.java contains? It contains a class and main method. We are printing some string. So when I compile this, it is generated sample.class file. Why it has generated sample.class file? So inside that file, we have a class called sample. So that's why the sample.class file got generated. Don't get confused. I will explain you very clearly. Nothing to worry. And here I'm running this Java sample. I'm not going to run with F. I'm going to run with class name, .class file name. With this name, I am running this. When I enter, it is showing welcome to Java. F.java file. So how we are compiling this Java file? Using So we are
Java C.
compiling.
Java C.
So which command we are using? This Java file. Java C f dot Java command we are using. Right. So what will happen? What it is generating when you use this command? Inside that file, whatever the class is available, with that class, it is generating the dot class file.
So if there are multiple classes in that file, will it generate multiple?
Exactly. You are right. So how many classes are there in this file? Those many number of dot class files will be generated. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We compile .java files. We run the dot class files. Got it right? What we will compile and what we will run. That we have to watch.
So when we have multiple classes, then we have to execute each class individually.
Exactly. Separately. Yeah, or individually. See, let me write one more file and let me explain you. So, however, we have these two. Let me create another file. I don't want to disturb these existing things. I'm creating a class called A, and here I'm writing public static. The lifecycle method signature is same. Signature means this entire thing is called signature, method signature. I will explain you very clearly like what is class, what is method, what is variable. I will explain you clearly again and again. Don't worry. Just for understanding compilation and execution, I am showing this program. So this class is having a main method. It is printing A. When you run this A dot class file, it will print A. And when you print B dot class file, it will print B. Like that, I am writing a small program. So I'm going to save here in the same place. So what name we can take? Maybe we can use same name, a.java also we can take. The class name and file name could be same, no problem at all. Or we can take ab.java also fine. Anything, the name could be anything. Okay, here ab file got created. Under ab file, what things are available? Two classes are available, class A, class B. Okay, so let me compile this. So in the same location, right? So Java C ab.java. So it got compiled successfully. That's why there is no error. So A dot class file got created and B dot class file got created. I compiled ab.java file so that inside that ab.java file, it has A class, B class. So that's why it has generated A dot class file, B dot class file. So just compilation done. I'm going to run each individual class. So Java A, that means it is printing A. Java B means it is printing B. So why it is printing? We have written a print statement. We have written a print statement. When we run A, what we are asking to print? We are asking to print A dot dot dot. So when we run this B dot class file, so it has to print B. That's why here it is printing A B dot dot dot. So something like that. Don't worry about it. So it is easy. We will get one more time. Whenever, if you take a class, inside class, what you can write? Only two things you can write. The two things like static and non-static. Static content and non-static content. Inside a file, you can create static and non-static content. So this non-static content is also called as instance content. We can also call it as instance. We can also call it as static content, or non-static content is also called as instance content. And the file name, how we can take? The file name could be anything with .java extension. So the file name could be anything. So something .java, like that you can create. This is the file name. The file name could be something.java. Anything, the name could be anything. Sample also fine, or a.java, b.java, x.java, abc.java. Anything is fine. That's why I'm saying something.java. The file name must be something.java. And inside that file, what we can write? We can write one or more classes. If you take one class, inside that class, what you can provide? Static content or non-static content. And these are the possibilities like variables, blocks, methods, and construct. Blocks, methods, and constructor. So here, if you observe, the static content could be a variable. Static content could be a variable. I mean to say that the class is going to have a static variable, static block, and static method. That's it. For static, only these three possibilities are there. Apart from this non-static is going to have a non-static variable. Non-static blocks are available within the class. Non-static methods can contain, and constructor also can contain. Constructors belongs to non-static only. There is no static constructor available inside the class. So total, how many possibilities? A static variable, static block, static method. 3 possibilities for static, 4 possibilities for non-static. So non-static variables, non-static blocks, non-static methods, and constructor. So non-static constructor is fine, or constructor also fine, because constructor is always belongs to non-static only. These are the 7 possibilities. For entire core Java, we will discuss about only these 7 possibilities. Entire core Java, we are going to learn only about these 7 possibilities. Apart from these 7 possibilities, if you write anything, Java cannot understand. Immediately it will give compile time error. So that's the reason why we must focus on the 7 possibilities. If you learn the 7 possibilities, you know Java very well. That's what we are going to focus now. What are the possibilities? Here, note it down one more time. Static variables. One or more variables can be having, like static variables. The second one, non-static variable or variables. Static block. like non-static block. Here I will mention hyphen for understanding better or looking better. And constructor. Sixth one, static method. The seventh one is non-static method. Any doubts here? Non-static method. Okay, these are the 7 possibilities we can define inside the class. If you try to define none of these 7, or apart from these 7, if you try any other thing, it will give compile time error. So let me show you. In the real time, like the developers always use the IDEs like Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA or NetBeans, like that. Once you install Java, so you can open your Eclipse like this. Eclipse also we can download and we can install it. Okay, so here I am going to create a project. First time it's already there. I don't want to use this one. I will create my, here right click or you go to file, new Java project. And here I am giving core examples. I mean core Java examples. So this module concept is not required for us. Just finish it. So it will create the project like this. Java project means it will create like this. So here we no need to worry about it. Java 16 or Java 18 is installed in my machine. So we no need to worry about it. Here I can right click on the source, or here I can use file, new class. So I'm creating like a sample. That means sample Java file will be created, and even inside that file, sample class will be generating here. So it is taking same file name .java file name, and class name also same it is taking because it is public. So later I will explain you again. So here you no need to write entire public static void main. Here it will give a lot of shortcuts. Control space if you use, it is showing like this. See here, public static void main. If you enter, it will write everything for us. So I will show you one more time. So if you want to write a main method, public static, you no need to type like this. Simply you can write like main control space. You have to use control space. And it is showing like this. If you click on enter, it is writing everything for us. So we are writing system dot, for printing something we are using system dot out dot print of, I am writing hello. Even for this, we have a shortcut. Sysout. We can write like this, control space. It will take system.out.println directly. And here we can take by. Okay. So here right click, run as Java application. So both will be in the same line. Hello, bye will be on the same line. If you write print ln here, after printing hello, it will go to next line. The control will go to next line. So bye will be printed in second line. Here I am writing a static variable. Static int I equal to 10. You don't know the variables and data types, but just remember, so int will be used for storing some numbers. So tomorrow's class, we will come to know what are the data types. So what is this int and all, we will come to know tomorrow. And here int j equal to 20. The first one is what? This is a variable. This is a variable. This variable is having which keyword? Static keyword. That means it becomes like a static variable. Okay. This is comment actually. So whatever the double slash you are providing, after that, whatever the content you are providing, it won't be considered by compiler. Compiler ignore the comments. Compiler ignore the comments. What is this? This is a static variable or non-static variable? How can you say it is non-static variable? There is no static. There is no static keyword. That's why we can say it is non-static variable. So next to what things we have? Static block, non-static block. Let me write static block and non-static block. Okay, this is what? This is static block. This is static block. Here I'm writing open curly braces and closed curly braces. What is this? There is no static keyword. We can say it is non-static block. Okay. So this is a block, right? Open braces, close braces means it is a block. It is a block. Which block? It is non-static block. There is no static keyword for this. That's why we can say it is non-static block. But here also a block is there, but we have a keyword called a static. That's why we can say it is a static block. Got it, right? So we can write constructor. We can write constructor. Constructor name and class name must be same. So how we can write the constructor? Sample, open braces and close braces. This is constructor. Constructor looks like a method. This is a method, right? So similarly, it is looks like a method, but there is no return type. Here main is having some return type. Void. Void means it is not going to return anything. But here you can't write return type, but class name and constructor name must be same. This is constructor. And we can write some methods as well. Void M1. It is a method. Which method it is? It is non-static method. Because there is no static keyword. That's why we can say non-static method. Non-static method or instance method also. We can call it as instance method. And if you write a keyword, a static void M2, it is also a method. Which method it is? It is a static method because static keyword is there in front of the method. This is static method. This is non-static method and this is static method. This is constructor. How you can say it is constructor? The class name and the constructor name is same. Okay, there is no return type. And these two are static block and a non-static block. You have to identify when you see it. It is a static variable. It is a non-static variable. This is a static block. This is a non-static block. This is a constructor. This is a non-static method. This is a static method. This is main method. Main method is the life cycle method. When you run this, the program starts from main method only. Guys, I'm writing some print statements in each and every block. Sys out. I'm writing static block. And inside non-static block, I'm writing non-static block or instance block. And here I am writing constructor. Okay, here I am writing non-static, which method it is? Non-static M1 method. Can you identify next time when I write some method or variables, can you identify whether it is a static method, whether it is a non-static method, static variable, non-static variable like this? Static M2 method. So if you remember or identify these 7 different possibilities in a class, almost you know the core Java. Okay, so let me explain you. So how we can use these 7 possibilities in a class, in which situation we have to go for static, in which situation we have to go for non-static. I will explain you everything. Download Eclipse. For Windows 10 like this. In case if you have Windows, that's fine. If you have in Mac, so you have to give for Mac. So if you click on this, so it will get download. Yeah, Eclipse. Yeah, it's getting downloaded here. Okay, this is kind of installation one. So if you click on this directly, it will open. It will open one installer. There again, we have to click on installation so that it will make installing the Eclipse. Yeah, like this we can get window. So Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Okay, first option. If you choose this and click on install, then it will install Eclipse in your system. Eclipse symbol on desktop. So once you double click on that, it will open in the default folder. So you can create a project and you can write some sample examples.